Here they come. Families, friends, and neighbors meet and celebrate together. Aside from the mosquitoes and the humid weather, people still want to be outside for this year's parade.
I'm Tony Ulrich, waiting in the stream parking lot with many others. This is where the parade entries will be lining up. Well, they won't need gas or good walking shoes to survive the parade today. Next, I'll show you who will be taking to the city streets, the Pioneer Way.
And here's looking down D Street in Sergeant Bluff, Iowa. Coverage of the 35th Annual Pioneer Valley Days Parade starts now.
It was a pretty long trip this morning because of the fog, so it was like slow going in some spots, and in some spots you were hit the speed limit.
Well, one person appearing in today's parade woke up early and drove all the way from Des Moines. Donna Henrich is with the Merrill Saddle Club, and she brought two of her own riders with her for the trip back home. Hi everyone, and thanks for joining us. I'm Rich Moore, and welcome to the Pioneer Valley Days here in downtown Sergeant Bluff. People have already started lining up at the stream parking lot, including those who drove near and far to be in today's parade. Tony Ulrich is at Stream, where parade people have less than an hour to get organized. Tony?
Rich, I'm joined by Donna with the Merrill Saddle Club, and you said you came from Des Moines today to be here today. Tell me about this experience setting up with the horses this year.
Well, I called my mom up and asked her what she was doing this weekend, and they said they were coming down here for the parade, and I can come home to join them. So, and they said they were a little short on people this year, so they said to come on and bring an extra horse. So I brought both my horses, and we come down, and I got up about 4 o'clock this morning, got them all set, ready to go, and got them trailer down here. Took a little while to find this parking lot, but since I haven't been around this area for a while. But
I think we saw you a little earlier circling the parking lot, but you made it here. That's the big thing. But what are you going to be doing in the parade today with the horses?
We're going to be riding and letting people know that we're the Merrill Saddle Club, and they have fun days and trail rides, and they can join and have fun, or they can just ask for newsletters when they're going to trail ride, because they do quite a bit of trail riding. So, and they try to earn money for shows and stuff. So,
well, I think the people here in Sergeant Bluff will be really excited to see the horses, because it's been a few years since we've had some horses in the parade. I don't think we had any last year, but it'll be good to see those in our parade today. All right, now let's see where the participants will be going after they leave the stream parking lot. For now, here's Rich.
It's best described as a horseshoe. This year's parade route is slightly more than a mile long. The route is the same as last year. Starting out, the participants will cross 1st Street and travel north on D Street. They will pass through downtown part of Sergeant Bluff before everyone makes a left turn onto 6th Street. Then each entry will follow one by one south on C Street and back to Stream. Kingsley State Bank is our parade preview show sponsor. Since 1883, Kingsley State has been your locally owned bank. We offer free ATM and internet banking. For hometown friendly service, come visit the Kingsley State Bank, north of Fairway on 1st Street in Sergeant Bluff. And still ahead,
it's just kind of a smaller version of Rivershade, really. Much more commercial than what the old timers were used to.
maybe you remember when this black buggy rode in the parade years ago. We'll tell you how town folks gathered and celebrated before Pioneer Valley Days began.
The Kingsley State Bank Parade Preview Show will be right back after this.
This year, ride the easy way on the course or anywhere else you want to go. Come and see the latest Easy Go models at Bluff's Golf Cars in Sergeant Bluff. You won't pay anything until next year. That means no down payment and no interest for 6 months when you buy any of our new models. Bluff's Golf Cars has a wide variety of gas and electric cars, including the world's #1 golf car, the Easy Go. So get going the easy way and visit Bluff's Golf Cars at 1316 Warrior Road in Sergeant Bluff.
You can see that there are a lot of people of all ages who are excited and can't wait to see what's new in this year's parade. New River Cave Queen is from here in Sergeant Bluff, where we're going to see Haley.
The Parade Preview Show is sponsored by Kingsley State Bank.
People are gathering along D Street here in downtown Sergeant Bluff. Several people have taken both sides of C Street, and a few others are waiting for the parade to come by on 6th Street. We're going to see more than 45 entries today, and officials expect even more participants to show up as we speak. That means parade officials will not send anybody packing. Well, getting here early is what locals coming out for the parade had to prepare for this year. In recent years, the parade was held on Thursday evening, and now it's Saturday morning. But that's not the only thing that changed. Most of the activities this year are located at Sergeant Bluff's Recreation Complex.
We're probably definitely going to see a lot more people at this central location than we have in the past, but as far as increasing of numbers, we won't really know because we've never had everything centrally located like we're trying to do this year.
Organizers also added 3 new events this year: a concert featuring live bands, a bag tournament, and a bike ride through the Luss Hills. With me today is another Tony. He's street side here at the parade, going to be watching it. And Tony, you're a resident of Sergeant Bluff, and what gets you to come out every year to see the parade?
Oh, the kids love to come down and see it. It's a good time, usually good entries.
And what are you looking forward to seeing in today's parade?
I personally like the old tractors and all that. So.
Seems like a lot of people like that. Well, there's going to be some horses today. Are you a big fan of horses?
Yeah, we used to have them. So.
And tell me a little bit about, are you going to be going to some of the activities later today? Or?
Yeah, the kids really want to see the water fight by the firefighters.
Well, thanks for speaking with us today. Now let's take a look at this year's parade lineup. Here's Rich.
For the upcoming elections, this year will feature candidates running for local and state offices. Last year was a non-election year, so we didn't see anyone seeking office in the Pioneer Valley Days parade. But many local people are back in the parade this year. Maynard Kilpatrick will feature some of his tractors today. Last year, Kilpatrick rode a blue 3-wheel motorcycle. Rich and Diane Bailey will have their grandchildren join them as they ride some of their antique tractors in the parade. People with the River City Anglers are back and will be riding on a pontoon. And our veterans and friends from the American Legion, the George Nelson Post, will ride on their float honoring patriotism. A Sergeant Bluff community event in the summertime goes way back, even before Pioneer Valley Days started. The town of Sergeant Bluff was first in Woodbury County and began in 1854. In the early and mid-1900s, residents here came out for the old settlers' picnic. Petey Sargent remembers a chicken dinner being served at the picnic with music from the high school band and a parade afterwards. Many of the activities during the picnic were planned for children.
The kids made their own costumes, and we had foot races and gunny sack races, just featuring the children mainly.
Now Pioneer Valley Days have activities for the young and the young at heart. The events this year include live bands, a backyard barbecue, and sports tournaments for many to enjoy. In the 1980s and maybe earlier, you may remember when horses pulled the old hearse in Sergeant Bluff's parade. Museum officials say the horses that once pulled the buggy got startled one year and damaged the buggy's hitch. And as a result, the hearse stopped appearing in the annual parade. The Sergeant Bluff Historical Society displays the buggy inside their museum. Well, the heat is not stopping them. The string of entries will move into downtown Sergeant Bluff soon. Tony Ulrich will join me for our coverage of one of the best parades shown on TV in the state. And it's coming your way next.